Now, I don't know if I'd get in trouble for copyright on that one, but I think it was written around the 1850s or so. Howdy, I'm Grey Pilgrim. You know, I was looking around in my junk today, and I found a whole collection of harmonicas I had. My fingers just aren't up to doing guitar work anymore, but at least I can still turn out a tune on a harmonica. So, you know, if somebody has a campfire, and speaking of campfire, this damn thing doesn't work. I just bought this. It's a good steel, but I think this is chert. And this chert just does not flash. It cracks, but it doesn't flash. So I went and got myself a box full of, this is some old flints that you pick up at a tourist trap somewhere. And I pulled out the ones that you could really nap into flints for cap and ball, or flint and steel, I mean, for flintlock. But these are all the junk bits left. There's a bit of obsidian in here. It doesn't work worth spit, but these don't work either. Huh. Well, I ordered some more flints, and if they don't work, I'll maybe try grinding down and then hardening this thing. Anyway, how are you guys? I was just looking through my stuff and thinking about what I ought to make a video about, and I'm thinking 32s. I've been doing 32s a lot lately. This is a 32. It's a 32 short. It's kind of cool. It's also in absolutely beautiful condition, and it's a, God, if I can remember, I can't remember where it's written. I don't have eyeballs to remind me, and this is it, my magnificently small type. It's oh, come on now, get in there. Hold on a second, let me put my damn glass. Oh, there's some glasses. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, these are my reading glasses. I've got some computer glasses, reading glasses, and other. Oh yeah, forehand model 1901. Excuse me, it's a forehand model 1901. But this is after Hopkins and Allen's bought forehand. Matter of fact, it's about 2 or 3 years before Hopkins and Allen's went under. But forehand had gone under, so Hopkins and Allen's bought out their factory, and they made some good stuff. I mean, this is what used to be called a Saturday night special, but it's in 32 short. I mean, if you look at that cylinder, it is just tiny, right? Well, to counterpoint that, this is in 32 auto. I don't have a 32 Smith & Wesson long. I'd like to have one. I don't have one anywhere. Colt also made a 32, and Hopkins and Allen and others made a bunch of 31 and 36 rim fires, and I've got a few of them. But of center fires, this is the only 32 rimmed that I've got, and I've got a lot of 32 autos. This one, by the way, is a Mauser 1914/34, only this is a 14. It doesn't have the back strap that a 34 would have. And this is in pretty damn good shape too. I mean, this one's I don't think it's ever been reworked. It's just, I think it's, yeah, this looks like Mauser bluing. So I think, and it's got a few rough spots on it, which makes it not refinished. Yeah, this is a pretty good little pistol. Forget where I picked this one up. No, I pick up a lot of pistols. Yeah. Anyway, just sitting around, been watching TV. God, terrible thing, TV. Watching the news. I mean, that is the propaganda that seems to masquerade as news these days. We do live in interesting times, folks. We really do. By the way, I bought this shirt from a YouTuber who goes by Johnny B. Great channel. You ought to watch it. He runs a couple of memes a year, or a week. 2 days a week he runs, 2 or sometimes 3 days a week he runs memes, and the rest of the time he runs. Well, he's sort of a gun tuber, and he's a good old hillbilly from Johnson City, Tennessee. I've been in Johnson City, Tennessee. And I've been watching the news out of there for the Hurricane Helene news. I mean, heck, I lived in a little town named Cosby in Tennessee, God, 33 years ago. spent a summer there with a cousin. He was running a small farm, and I helped him out with building one building and putting in the foundation on another, and helped clear out a road for him. You know, boy, they were good times. They were real good times. We had some. We went up. There was a little place near between Cosby and Gatlinburg. There's a little place named English Mountain. It's about the backside of English Mountain was this old log cabin, and now a gal who had converted it. She was a widow, and she had converted her old log cabin into a diner. Basically, she knocked out all the inside walls. She just had her kitchen with a stove, a couple of stoves. One of them was a wood stove, and the other one was, I guess, a gas stove. And a big old trough sink, and a big plate or table thing. And she had it stacked full of plates and bowls and stuff. And what you did is you got in there. It was sort of like a cafeteria, but instead of going to the counter in the cafeteria, you walked up by this big old table next to her stoves, and Gladys would stand by the stove with a ladle and say, "Oh, y'all need some of this." And then take some tongs and bring some fried chicken out and put it on your plate, and then put on some corn and some greens and, you know, some hog belly and whatever. You know, she just ladled it out on you. And then you sit down, and we were with, my cousin had his wife and 2 kids. I forget if there was anybody else in the party then. But then Gladys, she was a real old lady, and she'd come around and look at everybody's plate and say, "Yeah, that's about $3.95. I go, by this time I'm rolling on the floor because I've eaten too much. That was such damn good food. She had this cornbread that was like made in heaven. The chicken was just fried to perfection, and there was nothing like a KFC or any other fast food. This was an old mountain gal who knew how to cook, and she'd put some damn good food in front of us. It was just full of grub, and we ate until we couldn't eat anymore, and it was only cost about $4 a piece for it. I paid for everybody because I had the most money of any of us there, and my cousin's not rich, and I really liked his kids. They're probably old enough to have kids of their own now. Oh, you lose touch. But anyway, Cosby got wiped by this hurricane. It was in a little holler, and behind it is this hills, and I'm sure it just rained up there and washed through there. I've been trying to find out. I can't find anything about anybody up there. I got a buddy up there who's on the internet who lives near there, but he's kind of like about my age and not in the best of shape himself. So I can't have him go hiking around the holler looking for people. And you know, if I was younger and I was still strong, I would be up there helping out right now. I'd drop everything and I'd head out there to help those people. You know, I don't know. There's something sinister going on over there. There's something really sinister going on over there. And this admin is doing its. I mean, in my opinion, just my opinion, Mayorkas should, on live TV, be shown to take a walk with a short rope off a long drop. Just saying. Man, between the border and this, he is the most incompetent fool who's ever been in government. But that's okay, because the Biden-Harris admin has done nothing but create incompetent fools in government. Graft and corruption goes a long way there, you know. Anyway, I'm going to sit here and tinker with my harmonicas and play with this flint and steel and see if I can actually. You know, I've got some char cloth over there. I could make some fire if I could just get the damn thing to spark. Grumble, grumble. You know, it's a nice looking piece of steel, but I don't know. It could be the steel. It could be this chert. I think I'm going to go find a file and see if this chert will spark on a file. If it does, then I need to reharden that particular piece of steel. Oh well. I guess that's my chore for the day. Happy trails.